Hello, friends. Tia, your San Francisco Bay Area luxury specialist. I am going to give you a quick, very quick video today because it is super, super busy. So, today's video is about COVID showings. As you can tell, I'm here on coronavirus lockdown in my car, but I wanted to be able to give you a quick update about how things are done so you can feel safe and secure and know that if your property is being shown, it's being cared for properly and that you're being protected legally, and for buyers to know that you are being protected and can be safely shown properties. So today's video is all about COVID showings. Again, if you like today's video, please don't hesitate to like, subscribe, and if you have comments, if things are working differently where you are, or you have questions about anything I've said, please don't hesitate to reach out in the comments below, and I will absolutely address in a future video. So let's get to it. COVID showings. So why don't I start from the buyer perspective, just so you can get a sense of how we're showing properties nowadays. So basically, COVID showings, the buyer perspective. So, used to be you could just freely go strolling into an open house, or perhaps if you had made an arrangement with your agent, a broker's tour, look at a property with no appointment during a set period of time, and be able to view. Well, as you know, all of that is done, and now you have to go one on one with your agent or with perhaps one other buyer. And again, let me back up and say this is for California. So this is for Oakland, California, how we are doing real estate showings. Real estate has been deemed essential, an essential business, and I'm really glad it has, because there are a lot of people who are on the move. A lot of renters who are becoming first-time home buyers, a lot of homeowners that are moving to different parts of the state or who are moving out of state, and being deemed essential really helps us facilitate that so people can be where they need to be near family if that's what they want to do, or at least be more comfortable where they're staying. So, as I said, real estate has been deemed essential, and we are using that opportunity to get people where they need to be. So, as I said, no more open houses. Open houses and broker tours are done for now, and unfortunately for the foreseeable future, because they really aren't safe. That's a lot of mingling inside someone's home. And, just from a personal perspective, as an agent who works with both buyers and sellers, I'm actually quite happy about it. I know that there was a lot of window shopping that was going on. And the only consideration that I would say, and again, I know I'm supposed to be speaking to buyers in this part of the video, is that that's someone's home. Many times either the seller still lives there, or the seller is going to be coming back and packing up things. And so if people are just kind of coming in large groups and the windows aren't open, you can see what kind of a health situation that would cause. So what is required nowadays is that you reach out to an agent. An agent will make the property available to you, but before you go, you have to sign a COVID addendum. Coldwell Banker has its own form, but the California Association of Realtors certainly has a form. And what it is, it basically just declares safety procedures for entering the property. You need to wear a mask. The agent will clean the property after you visit. And it used to be the listing agent would do it. Now the buyer's agent is doing it. But anyway, the property will be clean. I know in Contra Costa County, Oakland is in Alameda County, but I know in Contra Costa County, they require gloves, which I actually like quite a bit, because you can sanitize this surfaces all you want, but if you haven't touched them in the first place because you're wearing gloves, I think that's pretty great. So it depends on where you are, varies from county to county, but basically there are more restrictions. So if you're a buyer and you want to look at properties, so if you're a buyer, you have to reach out to an agent. They'll provide the form to you via DocuSign, and then you'll be good to go. You'll just need to mask up, maybe even put your gloves on if it's Contra Costa County, and make sure that you are well and that the people around you are well. And it's two at a time with the agent as you go through the property. Now, from the seller perspective, I'm sure you can see just from the way that I've been describing the process how nice that is for you, especially if you are still living in the property, because it means number one, everyone who's coming into the home is coming with an agent. So, that means that you're going to have a much higher level of security. I always tell my sellers to safeguard their pocket sized consumer electronics. So that means tablets, that means cell phones. And strangely, it also means prescription medication, in particular painkillers. So, any sort of pharmaceuticals that you have been prescribed that are in the medicine cabinet, I would tuck those away. And also, as I said, anything that is, easy to put into your pocket. And I hate to say it, but it's just that, I have had very few in 200 transactions, only twice, where a cell phone went missing and we weren't even able to confirm that it had gone missing. But maybe it was underneath something when she moved. I don't know, but anyway, and then a soap dispenser, strangely. So but I always tell my sellers to tuck those things away anyway. You usually probably have them with you anyway, your cell phone and tablet and items like that. But it is much less likely that anything is going to happen. We've only got one agent showing two family members a property. So that's what COVID showings are like nowadays. Of course, then once your property goes into contract, again, you need the form. And for the sellers, the reason why that form is so great is because basically someone is signing something declaring that they are well, that they're not going to blame you if all of a sudden they come down with something. They were in good shape when they entered the home. They didn't do anything unsafe while they were in the home. So it's an added layer of protection. And I do feel that moving forward, some of these things are going to continue. Maybe we'll go back to open houses. Maybe we'll go back to brokers tours. Oh, yes. And brokers tours. So this is for the sellers. Brokers tours have become a virtual event. Which I love as well. So basically, all the brokers get together on a Zoom meeting, and we have our photos that we kind of page through as we discuss the property to other brokers. So I actually find it as efficient as a general broker's tour. And the great thing about this, just as you've noticed with many of the Zoom events, I know we're getting tired of them, but for professional reasons, they're really good. We get more people. A regular broker's tour, you might get 30, 40. I mean, 40 would be great. Fantastic turnout for a broker's tour. So 40 brokers through. Open houses can be hundreds of people, but for a broker's tour, or in my experience, 40 is a good turnout. But for the online brokers tour, we've had as many as 150 people, and maybe more. I haven't been on every single one. So, it's worked out very well. The properties are marketed thoroughly. And then when you add online brokers tour, which is basically a Zoom meeting, your regular showings, and then live streaming, which what most agents are doing as well, which is coming on Instagram or Facebook, and walking through the property, it's really giving buyers a sense, and as a result is giving buyers the confidence to bid sight unseen, which I don't recommend, but some people are doing it and are finding success with it. So that's it. I just wanted to give you a quick update because I had a lot of questions, both from buyers and sellers, that were curious to know whether or not properties were even being shown, if so, how they were being shown. And my understanding is that is a method of showing that is compliant with state law, which basically says that as long as you keep the numbers down, as long as you're social distancing, very important, which I forgot to mention earlier, you're wearing your masks, you're wearing your gloves, you're social distancing, and it can be done in a very manner. I also like to open the windows when I show properties just to get that cross breeze going. To really protect the sellers and the buyers and myself. Anyway, have a great day. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe. Any question you have about real estate, don't hesitate to put it in the comments. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram at Homes by Tia. Otherwise, have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.